Good morning, it's Melissa Whitaker and Happy New Year. Okay, as I promised to you guys just recently, we are gonna be doing a lot more videos. And so I'm gonna take a moment this morning to record a quick tidbits, strategies around something what we call the 1 to 10 strategy. Okay, this could be used in many different ways. What in the world is a 1 to 10? Well, the first thing we talk about with people who work with me is when deals stall out. Because so many of us, unfortunately, we deal with when the sales process stalls, the deal stalls for some reason. It could be at different times or different parts of the sales process. It doesn't mean it's just in one specific area, right? So if something starts to stall, whether you're can't get a hold of them after a first appointment, or you can't get a hold of them after you've given them a recommendation, a proposal, I recommend that we talk to people and we give them a way to rate something. Because here's the thing, you guys. It's normal that most people don't like confrontation. I mean, that's the reality. People do not like confrontation. Now, it shouldn't be confrontational when you're having a sales conversation or just going through a process, but many people feel like if they have a sense of fear for something, or they have questions and they concerns about an area, like almost an objections of something you're doing, but they don't feel comfortable sharing what that is and why. So there's either silence, or they're ghosting you, or you're just not getting the movement you're hoping. They may even promise you that they're gonna do certain things, and then they don't even and then they just don't follow through for whatever reason. So what I recommend is you contact them. Now, if you can email them if they're not responding. You can even send them a LinkedIn message, and you just say to them, listen, I'm just checking in with you to see how we're doing. And I wanted to get a feeling for where we're at in the process. Like from a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being, I know we just kind of started talking, 10 being, we're ready to implement something for you. Now, some of you may go, I don't know, that sounds strange to me. But here's the thing I want you to know. Sales reps that we work with administer this 1 to 10 concept, whether it's just to get a deal moving again or whether it is to help to close a deal. And it's hugely successful. I just did coaching last week, believe it or not, for some more high-end, tenured, $1 million producing sales account executives. And many of them said, Melissa, I use the 1 to 10 all the time. I can't get a hold of someone, or I have people who say they want to do business with me, or they're going to get me some information that's needed to move the process along, and then silence. And I always remind them 1 to 10. So they do the 1 to 10, and people start to open up, right? Like 1 is the beginning, right? 10 is we're moving forward. Well, if they say to you, if you think they're ready to move forward and they say to you, yeah, we're like at a 7 or an 8, great, then it gives you some casual conversation to get them talking again and say, wonderful. So what do we need to do to bridge that gap? You know, getting from a 7 to a 10 or an 8 to 10, like what can I do to help you along that so that you feel confident and comfortable with the process and the situation? However, if they say 2 or 3, don't you think you'd want to know that? I mean, that's the crazy thing, you guys, is many times we think they're farther along in the process, and in their mindset and maybe their psychology of the buying perspective, they're still a 3 or they're still a 4, and we're just missing the boat. Okay, so you need to clarify first and foremost, where are they at? Where's their mindset and where's their process in correlation to what we think we're at with them, to make sure we're on the same page and to make sure we know what actions to actually take to get something moving forward. Okay, so 1 to 10, it's a rating from 1 to 10. You can use it for stalled deals. You can use it for when people are, you can tell in fear mode or having objections they're not comfortable sharing with you, and it gets them to open up. So this is a key thing I would love for you to try in the beginning of the new year. I know it's the new year, but I will tell you, you have deals. I know, we all have deals that straggled through the end of last year into the beginning of this year, but still has breath and still has hope. So go ahead and use the 1 to 10 scale. And for whatever reason, even though people don't like confrontation, most people have no problem rating something. which is shocking, but it just is what it is. And it gets them to open up and they get more comfortable. And next thing you know, you get more feedback. The worst thing in sales is to not get any feedback or just have silence, right? I would rather have a concern, a fear, or a challenge to overcome and help them to kind of work through and teach them how to be satisfied with stuff versus silence where you can't do anything with that. So 1 to 10 strategy technique. Try it out, see how it goes. Give us feedback. We're gonna be posting this in a lot of different areas for us, our YouTube channel, also our Facebook group, private group, as well as we will be sharing this as well on some of the other platforms as well. So give us feedback. Remember to implement that tool or strategy. Give us feedback on how it's going and have an amazing beginning of January. Have a great day.